If I had a brand new LinkedIn profile and I was starting from scratch, here are the exact steps that I would take to blow up. After helping over 150,000 job seekers utilize LinkedIn to land jobs, as well as over 1,000 companies to help them boost their B2B lead generation using LinkedIn, I know a thing or two about this platform, and here are my expert tips to supercharge your growth if you are starting from scratch. So the very first thing I would do is start with the end in mind. I would look out a year from now or even a few months from now and think about what is the main goal of my profile. Do I want to land a new job? Do I want to get leads from LinkedIn? Do I want to boost my thought leadership and authority? No matter where you are in your career or in your business, you need to have a goal. And the people that I see that are aimless on LinkedIn are the people that I don't see do well on the profile. So I'd first start off by figuring out what the goal of my profile is, because that is going to inform everything else that I do on the profile moving forward. I would lay out my 3 to 6 month goals, my short-term, very immediate goals, and then I'd lay out my longer-term goals, say a year or two from now. And then with that information, I would take it to the second step, which is to optimize my profile with that goal in mind. Let's be honest, everything that we see today, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, it is all about the brand, what people see. So I'd make sure to spruce up my profile in a way that the moment somebody lands on my profile, they know exactly what my goal is and what I'm trying to represent. So I'd start off with my headline. I'd make it very specific. I'd use it as a way to sell myself, and I would use this specific formula. Current or target job title, 2 specific skills or job functions, industry, and some unique identifier, award, or accolade. Example could look like this: Director of Client Success, Upsells and Cross-Sells, Marketing, South Florida 40 under 40. So just by having that in my headline, which is the first thing people see before they enter my full profile, I'm already starting off with a bang, selling myself. I'd also make sure that I have a killer headshot and that my banner was branded or it said something about me. Always remember, branding is everything. So once my profile was all spruced up, the third thing I would do is sprint to get to my first 500 connections. If you are new to the world of LinkedIn, LinkedIn is all about connections. How many people are you associated with in your network? There's the coveted 500 connections milestone where LinkedIn kind of awards you something for getting to over 500 connections, and that would be my ultimate goal. How do I get to over 500 connections as quickly as possible? I would commit to doing 10 to 20 new connection requests every single day until I got to that 500 connections mark. Now you may be thinking, okay, who should I be connecting with? I don't know 500 people. Here's a simple guide. Start off with your immediate circle. Think about family, friends, past or current co-workers, professional networks, people that are maybe associated to your church, nonprofit organizations, different groups that you are a part of. Start with the inner circle first. LinkedIn also allows you to pull in your contacts from things like Outlook or Google. So that's an easy way to see people that are in your current address book. If they're on LinkedIn, send them that connection request. I'd then move into kind of the outer circle. So these are people in target companies, industries, or organizations that I'm interested in. So maybe I have a goal of one day speaking at a conference or an event that a specific company puts together. I want to connect with as many people in that organization as possible. So maybe I connect with the event manager and the conference coordinator, things like that. So you want to kind of branch out, and of course, you may not know these people outright, but you are strategically building your connections, always thinking about keep the goal of your profile in mind. I then go to the third layer or third circle of connections, in which I would look at my second and third degree connections on LinkedIn. Everything on LinkedIn works in degrees of connection. So your first degree of connection are people that you are currently connected with. Second degree of connection is you have somebody in common with that person. Okay, so this is somebody that is associated with somebody that you're connected with, and so on and so forth. So I would start to build out my connections by connecting with some of those second and third degree connections, because we have somebody that we know in common. And that's a great icebreaker, or even a way for somebody to know you're okay, I can connect with you. So again, I would take all the measures necessary, 10 to 20 connection requests a day. I would just sprint to get to that first 500 connections, because even the moment somebody sees you have over 500 connections, it just boosts your credibility and authority on the platform. The fourth thing I would do is start posting content immediately. I love the quote that says, "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now." In the current social media, digital economy, as a professional or business owner, you do not have the luxury of whether or not you build a brand or post content. It's a necessity. So I would get clear on what my brand pillars are, what do I want to be known or found for, how to make myself memorable and stand out, and I would then start posting content around those topics immediately. I want you to watch this video next, where I lay out my ultimate LinkedIn content creation guide. So I'd show up on the platform 2 to 3 times a week, engage with other people's posts, because that just builds community and you actually start to expand your reach. I would post my own unique content in the form of blogs, videos, or graphics. I would respond to every comment that comes my way and just start to be very consistent on that platform. I'd come up with a posting schedule that fits my schedule and the way that I like to show up on these social platforms, but I lay it all in that video, so make sure you check it out right after this video. And the fifth thing I would do if I was starting on LinkedIn from scratch is I would build out the featured section of my profile. The featured section of your profile allows you to showcase things like websites, links, posts, blogs, videos, and more. Why I love this section is that you can choose to showcase your best content, awards, accolades, things like that, to allow people to get to know you more. I always say the goal of your profile is to sell yourself. So I would build out this featured section of my profile with my best assets. And the reason I put this as number 5 after content creation is that you can even feature some of the content that you've posted on LinkedIn in that featured section as well. So anybody new visiting your profile can have a look at your recent posts. I would keep revisiting the section to refresh so that I can showcase my top posts and any other new articles, blogs, any assets that I want to showcase to help elevate and boost my profile. And there you have it. Those are the 5 things that I would do if I was starting on LinkedIn from scratch. If you made it to the end of this video, thanks so much for watching. I want you to take one extra step. I want to introduce myself. My name is Cindy Dodd. I am your LinkedIn partner and career bestie. On my channel, we talk all things LinkedIn, marketing, career, and business success. If you loved this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps so much. Leave me a comment down below. I'm happy to answer any questions. And of course, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss a beat. I post regular content around those topics to make sure that you are successful. Watch this video next on the ultimate LinkedIn content creation guide, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.